Good afternoon, football fans, and welcome back to CFRC at the Lang. I'm Jesse Bell, and I'm joined today by veteran defensive back, fifth-year player for the Gales, number 14, Jared Siewe.
Happy to be here.
Jared, let's talk about your recruiting journey to Queens. Tell me what that was like.
So coming in, I wasn't a super heavily recruited player, but my defensive back coach, Ben Dansbury, who's over at UFC now, defense coordinator, he's a Calgary guy, so kind of had that connection there. Remember him coming to my school. I was like grade 10, small, short kid. Wasn't that great at football, but kind of planted a seed in my head about Queens. Like, it's a school I always wanted to go to. Got a little better. Tape went out grade 12. There's interest there, and then obviously was blessed with the ability to come out here. And yeah, just like throughout the whole process, like they were super supportive. Definitely the coaching staff had the best connection with, and obviously Queens being such a prestigious academic school, that was something that's really important for me, and so it was kind of just a no-brainer.
Building on that, you mentioned maybe the first round of recruiting, you were a little smaller, not as heralded. Do you think that connects with your ability to do some of the little things in football so well? Is that instinctual, or is that really something that you learned through coaching?
I'd say it's a combination of a lot of things. Like, first of all, I think God's blessed me with immense talent, and I'm obviously incredibly grateful for that. Coming in here, I was definitely pretty raw. Like, I think having the COVID year, for me, it was super, super important because it was a year of you're not worrying about practicing, preparing for other teams or just honing your skills. So I definitely needed that a lot. So I say the coaching here is phenomenal. Like Coach Beck, Coach Thompson, and Coach Dandrin, he was here. They all did a great job. They've been so instrumental for me, as my development as a football player. And I think they've taught me a lot of important things. And obviously there's some things I have a knack for, but they definitely have coached me up on a lot of things, and I owe a lot of my development to them.
Building on that note, it's the natural cycle of football. You come in raw, young rookie. Now you're one of the more seasoned players on the defense. What does it mean to you to be in that kind of leadership or mentorship role?
Yeah, obviously it means a lot. Been here for a while now, but this coming up being the very last year, obviously has to feel different, be different. And then just seeing the young guys, you kind of have to think about the impact you leave, because obviously there's what you do on the field, but if you can have a lasting impact on guys who are going to be here longer than you, that's just a way to, I guess, prolong your legacy here. So there's a lot of guys like Ian St. Arnaud, Cordell Apale, Oso Cesare, a lot of young DBs that I'm super excited to see how they develop. And I know years to come, I'm going to be coming back, watching games and seeing those guys ball out. And yeah, I just can't wait for it.
Incredible. One final question for you. I always like to ask the veteran players, what's a golden moment from your career that you'll never forget?
I'd probably say 2 seasons ago, homecoming, playing Ottawa, just played them the week prior, beat them. It's a bit weird playing the team back-to-back weeks, but game plan was different, feeling was different. It was a bit nicer weather this time around. The crowd was out, Richardson Stadium homecoming.
Slightly
better, yeah. Yeah, super packed crowd, great environment. The play was a knockdown kind of right here. So they were in a 40 set, so there's no overseer on my side. H-back was weak, so I'm kind of playing safety, which isn't really a position that I'm playing quite often as a corner. The H-back backside, he did a corner and out-breaking route. I was kind of leveraging that. I look over, I see 3 from the field side. He ran a skinny post or something. He's wide open. Saw the ball go in there, made a break, made a play. That's it, yeah.
And there's the kind of humble veteran leadership for which you've become renowned.
Yes,
Jared, I want to thank you so much for your time. I got to say, I'm pretty thrilled to hear that we'll have you back in the tricolor in 2025. Great to have a veteran presence, and great to have someone like yourself that is so humble and so dedicated to the team. Folks, thank you so much for joining me. We will see you again next week for another edition of CFRC at the Lang.